everybody, I'm glad you're here today. Today is June 19th, 2024. In this video, we're going to cover some practical things, practical prepping skills, or things you can be doing today to prepare for what's coming tomorrow. So it's not going to be anything like earth-shattering. What I'm going to share with you, you probably already done it. You're probably miles ahead of me on all of this stuff, but I'm still going to share it just to confirm and affirm, hey, we're all on the right track here. I believe we are. I'm going to bring you a word that I wrote in my diary yesterday. Is that right? Yesterday? I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. I'm going to talk about something I wrote in my diary, in my journal, April 2023, that I believe is about to come to pass based on intel and chatter we've been receiving from different sources in the United States that would know. All right, these people would know. They're in the military or they're in positions where they absolutely have access to things and information that the regular people like us don't ever get to hear about, but they do, and they're kind enough to pass on that information to us. I have a friend who I've been a friend with for I don't know, 5-6 years. He actually builds tiny houses. He is a architect or builder, and he has contacts at the Pentagon. I talked to him yesterday. He indeed confirmed what we have been hearing from other sources. So that was very fascinating to talk to him. Now then, practical things. Well, let's see. World events. Of course, it really bothers me what's happening in Ruidoso, New Mexico. Peep, that place is on fire. I haven't been following it like every bit of, every little blow that's happening. But it's my understanding there are refugees that are misplaced, displaced, that are actually coming into my area. Ruidoso is not that far from me. So anyway, that is an interesting happening and very sad, tragic. Prayers absolutely given for your behalf. So that's happening. I found it really weird and disturbing that that there were North Koreans that tried to cross over the border into South Korea, hit these minefields before they even got there, and died. All right. The fact that there's mines, I don't even understand all of that, y'all, how they do that, how that works, but that were triggered. And like, who were the poor soldiers that were picked to, like, hey, it's you go try to cross that border. Good luck. I mean, and I mean, I'm sure it was a death. I mean, they knew it was a death wish. Like, it was the end. I mean, not a death wish, but that was going to happen. Regardless, that's an agitation. What's happening between the Philippines and China is disturbing. If you don't know what that is, Google it, look it up. What's happening in Europe, of course, all of the rhetoric. The president of NATO, is it the president, the leader, whatever they call him, Jan Stoltenberg, is that his name? Absolutely made a little Freudian slip yesterday about actual NATO pilots flying NATO planes in Ukraine against Russia. So all of that was like, oh, now what did you say? I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking when I heard it. I thought, I just heard what you said. Okay, like, y'all. Like it was even a mystery that was going on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That was an interesting data point. Now, in my area, here are some things that are happening. I'm seeing, y'all, and I live a very small life. My world is very small. I'm in the middle of West Texas. What I noticed yesterday, I've been stocking up on regular basic items. We're talking flour, sugar, oil, baking powder, baking soda. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah. Those basics. Okay. Cornmeal. Of course, I have a bunch of chicken, so I get eggs. But yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at. Okay. I'm going back to the basics of just storing up. I checked some of my things that I put away in 2020. They are still good. All right. I froze some butter in 2020. I got a package out, tested it. It's fine. It's fine. It may not taste as buttery as butter, but it does not taste bad at all and very usable. So that was interesting. I vacuum pack those. I vacuum pack those and then I put them in the freezer. And it apparently is working because I just tested it. It's okay. So there's that. Now then, and what I'm noticing in my area, going back to that, I went to go get flour at, like, I don't even have a grocery store in my town. So I went to Dollar General and a Family Dollar. All right. So I didn't want to be too obvious. So I was just going to get 5-pound bags of flour. That was it. So I went to Family Dollar. They had it, got it, paid $13, went home. Okay. It was the off brand. Went to Dollar General. There was only one 5-pound bag of off-brand flour. There was a whole bunch of gold medal flour. The off-brand, the Clover Valley, the Dollar General, brand, it was $2.75. The gold medal was $4.85. All right. And I thought, well, no wonder there's so much gold medal flour here. Ain't nobody going to pay $2 more for 5 pounds of flour than they have to. Anyway, but regardless, the shelf was empty except for one 5-pound bag of off-brand flour. So that was interesting. I got vinegar. Once again, there wasn't much vinegar. I'm seeing thinner shelves. There may be lots of reason for that, but I am seeing that. Are you? Okay. Now then, here is something. This is like what I get. I get a 4-pound bag of pinto beans, y'all. I don't like lentils. I don't like navy beans. We don't like white beans. We are red beans, all right? That's where we're at. Now, forgive me, I'll eat those other beans. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat them, all right? I do like black beans. I will say that. I don't love them, but I'll eat them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's our own particular battle that we have to fight, okay? But I did get these. They're like a little over $5, which I think is a little high, but get them while they're on the shelf. I don't know how else to say it. Get as many of these as you can, all right? I do not know how many will fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Maybe 5, 6 of these. You put your bay leaves down, your oxygen absorber in the bottom of the bucket. You put a layer of beans, maybe a few, and then you put a little bit more bay leaves because you don't want to keep the bugs out of there, and just kind of layer it that way all the way to the top. Tap it down, seal it. You're good. Okay? You got a crap ton of a lot of meals right there in that bucket, all right? Because when we cook for just a family of 4, it's just a cup of dry beans, just a cup. 2 cups if we're going to be eating on it for a week or so. So get this, all right? That's one thing you need to be doing. Another thing to think about is think in terms of opposite seasons. So shop for winter stuff now, even though it's hot. Okay, so the winter stuff you'll get a better bargain on potentially than summer stuff. So now is a good time to buy electric blankets, space heaters, house shoes, robes, those kinds of things. Be thinking in terms of that. Here is something I have done. I bought a whole bunch of sugar-free hot cocoa mix. I don't know when. I didn't even date this, y'all. That shows what a good prepper I am. All right, should have dated this thing. Rookie mistake, right? Anyway, I got these. What you do is you cut a little slit in the package up at the top, like right here at the top of this package. Here, I'll show you, because if I'm going to be doing like taco or chili seasoning, you cut a little bitty, just cut like that. Okay, just cut and stuff it in to your vacuum pack bag. That way, when it sucks the air out, it at least suck the air out of the package, all right? So, and it won't make that big mess, y'all. So, anyway, be vacuum packing, be looking for winter items that you'll want when it's cold, that you may be able to get a better price on it right now. That's a little thing you can think about. So this is what I did a while back. We have a lot of cocoa. Just add boiling water. Lord willing, we'll have that. And then I got a whole bunch of taco and chili seasoning. Of course, we eat that even in the summer. But, sometimes in the winter you go through this a little faster. So anyway, cut a little slit. Put 3 packages in a bag and seal it. So that's that. That's that tip. Now is the time to do that, all right? To me, the season of canning and stuff hasn't quite started. Like my peaches aren't ripe yet, my garden hasn't come on yet. So this is things you can be doing now to prepare. War is coming. All right, war is coming. Now, I think that's all I'm going to talk about right now. I want to get onto these dreams and what I wrote down in my journal while we can. All right, there's so much more I want to share. You've got to prepare now. All right. Think in terms of the time of Noah. All right, Noah didn't sit on his butt thinking, I hope everything goes okay when it starts raining. He didn't do that, y'all. He was building that ark. And I know everybody, so think of it this way. You got to build the ark you can build. Don't compare your ark to someone else, to me especially, because my ark's kind of a train wreck, but I know where everything is, even though it's a wreck. Now then, I'll tell you this. The thing that has disturbed me the most over the last couple of weeks is when my friend told me about the mass casualties the United States is preparing for in these little bitty towns, all right, around the big hospital. I don't know what the word would be. Where the big district. There we go. Thank you. I love it when I can think of the right word. Like there are cities that have big hospital districts. Y'all, those are going to take the ICU casualties. Those hospitals are going, and casualties are coming. I don't know how. I don't know how this will go down. I don't know what will cause it. But I'll tell you, the military in the United States of America is planning for mass casualties. So, the interstates are being prepared for airplanes, C-130s, to land with casualties, unload them, take off again. We aren't going to be driving on the interstates if they're landing military planes there, okay? So, our world is just upside down. It's fixing to just boom. I don't know if it'll happen overnight. I don't know if it'll be gradual. It doesn't matter. But that has been nearly haunting me. Not fear, like scary, but just this thought, the thought of casualties. All right. So, look, my small town, we've got people that can treat casualties. We've got places that can hold family members who are going to come want to sit with their loved ones, in theory, if they could even move about the country. I don't know if there'll be martial law. I don't think there's going to be an election. I'll be surprised. And even if there is, it's like it's going to be honest. That's me being, y'all, maybe I'm just jaded. Oh, I know I'm jaded because life has done me that way. But I'll just say, you got to filter that. What do you think? What is your timeline for these things to happen? What kinds of things are you buying now? What kind of things are you doing, learning? So put it in the comment section, y'all, so we can glean from each other. Who do you need us to pray for? Let me serve you. Let us all serve you and pray for you and your family. We will lift you up. Now then, I had this dream in April 14th, 2023. I can remember it. I mean, it's like clear as day in my head. So what it was a blip of a dream. It didn't last long. It was, and I've told y'all before, but I'm just going to go through it quickly again. I was in the mess tent on the MASH 4077 show. Remember MASH with Hawkeye and Radar and Henry and all of those people, Hot Lips, okay, Frank, all of those characters, all right? I was on that. I was in the mess tent. And Hawkeye, Benjamin Franklin Pierce, was sitting facing the door, the screen door, and Radar was walking out the door. He was leaving the tent, and he stopped in the doorway and turned, and Hawkeye saluted him in this funny way. It was kind of like this. And he said this word, Oroki. That's what Hawkeye said. And that's all. Then that was the end of the dream. When I woke up, I thought, what's Oroki? Lord, what? I don't even know that sound, that word, nothing. I Googled it. Oroki is Korean, a Korean word. That's where MASH was taking place, in Korea, in the Korean War, and it means this way or in this way. So I think the symbolism there is deep and strong. All right? You've got Hawkeye. Keep an eye on the radar, because I'm going to show you how it's going to be. And I wondered if it's going to be like a mobile hospital. Casualties. That's my story. I don't know if it's everyone's story from God, but I believe that's what I will be facing in the very near future. In the very near future. So that's one thing that has been, I wanted to just, and y'all tell me, do you, what, there's so much in there. What kind of parallels do you see in that dream? I just learned from y'all so much. I love it. I love what y'all have to say. I try to get these videos out every day, but the last few days it just hasn't happened. I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you a little story I've been keeping to myself, but it's been weighing heavy on my heart. But I can tell you now. My daughter, Taylor, she's 29, and she's been out of the country. Okay, she's been out of the country on a medical mission trip, all right, in a third world country. I'm not going to tell you where, but she's been there for the last 10 days. All right, now I have felt at peace about this because the Lord has been teaching me to trust Him while I'm walking on the water with Him. I'm way far out of the boat, so I know this is good, but like, I haven't been afraid, but I've been tense about her getting back, all right? Currently, she is on the last leg of the trip, and she should be home in the next few hours, and so I will be greatly relieved. Not that I've been scared, but you know how it is when one of your chicks is not where they're normally at. And there's a lot of danger out there in the world. And I wasn't sure what would pop off between the time she left and the time she got back. But I kind of felt like it was going to be okay. When Putin is going around visiting countries, North Korea, China, Vietnam, y'all, when he's visiting countries, y'all, he's getting, what time is it? Okay, good. He's getting allies, all right? He's visiting other countries, and y'all, they're making deals. They're making deals. The lines are being drawn. I'm going to be swept up in this. I don't know how it's going to look, but I have ideas. I have thoughts. In this way, the Lord has given me what it's going to look like. And I tend to believe that more than anything I see in the natural. All right, so that brings us to this. June 17th, 2024, this is what I wrote in my journal after I was worshiping for 2 hours. All right, now, I'm not saying, oh, wow, look at me, I'm a super worshiper. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's my habit, all right? I know not everybody can do that. If you're a young mother, you sure as heck can't do that. I'll tell you that. I know that. So you have to do little snippets. But yeah, okay. Doesn't matter what I am. Let's go with this. June 17th, 2024. The strategies of the enemy are about to come to light. Plans made in deepest darkness, corners of oppression, positions of dark hearts, prisons of dark hearts. These blueprints of death are near. Now hear me. Listen well. You see with your earthly eyes nation after nation warning their people, but remember what man warns now. I have warned my remnant months, years, decades ago. What you have seen in your hearts given to me, is what is at your doorstep. Oh, the thrill of your enemy. So many he will capture. But I tell you, the victory has been won. You are the victorious. The war's outcome has already been declared. I am the victor. You remnant in me will live. For I in you am life everlasting. Now hear me. Now hear me. Tie down all that is loose. Stabilize the precious cargo of your lives. Stormy seas are ahead. Smell the rain? Feel the coldness of the wind. Ice is in the mist. Explosive fury boils above your heads. Waves of anger, hate, greed, power, deception pound against your nation's shores over and over and over again. Oh, how the enemy's army will jump up and down at the panic, fear, pain, chaos, cataclysmic chaos inflicted upon mankind. Be ever ready, my remnant, for you are the still waters, the pools of peace, placed right where I have positioned you to be my hands and feet, giving quiet rest to the devastated masses. Sing this day, my children, oh, how I love Jesus, because he first loved me. For this is the truth that sheds light on all the bloody battlefields you are about to walk through. Prayer is your action. Love is your power. My love. It is I who hold you while you weep with compassion, for many tears will fall as rivers of blood flow. You are never alone, for I am with you always, even unto the end. That's it. That's what I wrote down. And I believe that's divinely inspired. You pray on that. As I always say, take with it, whatever trips your trigger, whatever resonates with you in that, hold on to that. If it doesn't, just disregard it. All right? I'm just sharing, hoping that it will cause somebody out there to please recommit your life to Jesus, commit your life to Jesus for the first time, whatever. He is the answer. He is the truth in all of these lies. And we are the hope. I hope you feel hopeful. Maybe. All right, y'all. I got to go make some wonderful welcome home desserts for my daughter. She'll be walking through the door pretty soon. I'm going to leave that with you. All right? You do what you need to do. Pray. Comment below all you need to do. You know, what's on your mind. Teach us. I'm willing to learn. All right. Get close to Jesus. Stay safe, America. This is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.